What's up, Digidestins? Did you hear the bell? That means it's another day in the Market Watch. So, it's Sunday, so on release, we always do this Market Watch so that we kind of see where things are going and how things are going to end up being. And this set just blew up, apparently. Nationals is definitely going to affect this, but I'm going to be straight honest with you. Probably won't stay these high as long as you think. But without further ado, let's dive in the video and talk about it. Things that are being affected right now is EX-06 is affecting the market so crazily. It's not even funny, especially with this Golden Mass Day. Remember when she was just like $200? Now she's just breaching $300-400. I'm not surprised here. Patamon Ace, if it's good, it's going to blow this deck out of the water. This deck will be actually competitive and hopefully will be the end result. The problem comes down to is time passed. We don't know how the meta holds up because Bandai says this is going to be the top of the format, and then look at it. It kind of struggles. So we'll definitely have to see here. Europe side, same boat, you guys. I forgot you guys are still expensive on that top end, but 250 euros basically. I'm sorry guys, just way too expensive. Metal Grumon X Antibody 3-star alternate art. So this card here sold for $236 and it's going down at least. So last sold was yesterday, but $212 sitting right now is not bad for a hot one of, if you're not even playing it. The deck doesn't really need it. It's a cute gimmick thing because the when attacking skill, being able to tuck something back into the deck to help keep you in the game, really is nice, but it really depends on certain circumstances. Europe side, 400 euros, 420 euros. Why do I wake up in the morning when I just see people being this crazy? Okay. Grace Nova textured Animal Crossing EX-05. What did you guys do? What in the name of goodness did you guys do while I was sleeping? Come on. There was a massive buyout of this card. Why? Like, there's no reason for it. The deck is good, don't get me wrong. It's a fun competitive deck, but it did not top in JP. Some regionals before Nats. There's nothing in this deck that screams this thing's going to be tier 1. This is all just hype. There's no reason for this. Do not invest into 24. I'm sorry. Europe side, 23, 24, 25. Ew. 30s? Ew. Guys, I'm sorry. That's just not worth the investment. Fang Long textured Animal Crossing. So, yeah. This thing was 29s. Touched down to like 19s like a couple days ago. Like on release, it was like 19s. We had like 16s pop in and stuff like that. There were actually some decently good price cards. Now it's getting back into the 30 range, which I'm not surprised there. I did mention that there was most likely going to end up being like in that 25 30 range because right on release it's one of those things that this should have been picked up ASAP because it's a mandatory 4 of. And Grace Nova is like 2 to 3, depending on list. So stuff like that is to keep an eye on and just have a good understanding. Europe side, 25 euros, 28 euros. Yeah. The big chicken is expensive. Zberman. This card, don't touch this with a 10-foot pole. We're going to start seeing more and more of this card. This thing holding for 20 is going to be a laughable joke. There's no reason for it. And then when the deck dies in March, this thing's going to tank faster than anything. We're going to have this 3rd anniversary update pack. Yes, there's other stuff in it for entry, but Saber is like the chase in there. So, not worth it in my opinion. Europe side looking like 12s to 14s. Leviathan Animal Coliseum becoming one of the more expensive cards at 8s now, which I'm not surprised. Really, it's selling in 10s as well. That's crazy to me. But yeah, Leviathan, safer bet out of the set because Leviathan at least has more Demon Lord support. And there's nothing really scary out of the ordinary here. Most people kind of just know what they expect here. Alternate art, though, looking like 28, which isn't bad to goes to 30 pretty quickly. But, you know, who doesn't like the big snap alligator giant demon thing? You know, I think safe bet here is most people are going with it. Europe side looking like 24s to 28, which isn't terrible. Now let's see what regular art for you guys are. Okay, same price, 8 euros, 9 euros. Somebody's at least got it 8 euros, what they need to be. So, not terrible. X antibody protoform. So, officially the most expensive super rare. Not surprising here. If you didn't pick this up on release when they were like cheapy cheap, like yesterday, I think they touched down in like the $8 range at some point yesterday morning. I think they were kind of cheap. Like, yeah, they were in the 6s and stuff like that. 5s too. Just recently bought out too. Or even cheaper than that, if I remember correctly. Try to remember what I paid for it. Oh yeah, I was paying in the 6s. Which isn't terrible. Actually, there was 4s too. Oh, I think that was me. Right here. I think I paid 4 a piece. Which is not terrible, actually. So, now being, what, 3 times the price of what I paid on yesterday morning? Yeah, guys, that's all she wrote, guys. This card's going to be expensive, and expect a lot of people flipping these at Nats. So, make your profit there. Europe side looking like 8 euros, 9 euros, 10 euros. Yeah, you guys are following suit. Protoform is just, it gives people options. Does your deck need to OTK? You play the old one. If you don't need to OTK, this is nice because if your Digimon's deleted, at least the X antibody goes on top. So it gives you another chance to get back into the game. Free recovery is not terrible. Patamon from Blast Ace, still proving to be one of the more expensive super rares, and it's climbing. The set EX-06 is just affecting this guy way too much. There's just too many good decks for this thing not to be included. Alternate art, $40 and climbing. Whew. 40, 45. Yeah, this thing's gonna get expensive. There's not even that many listings in the 45 range before it just becomes a $50 card. Crazy. Poor Pata. Europe side looking like 20, 24s. Let's see. Over here. Patamon, 8s, 10s. Okay. Zberman. Zberman, $9.77 going down. Good to see you coming down. This is going to be one of those things that I mentioned before, is that we are waiting on seeing what Raggy Boy Ace does. If it does a lot of crazy things, this card's going to go up. If Ragnarlord is competitively viable in any sense of the word, this card goes up. So just keep that in mind. Europe side, 12 euros, 14 euros. Yeah. Drakmon, 3rd anniversary update pack. $10 in climbing. I don't think it's valuable like that. I just don't. When you play Ground Dramon, this Digimon may digivolve into Wing Dramon in your hand for Digievolution cost 3, ignoring its Digievolution requirements. It's not terrible. It could be. I mean, warping up is really solid in my opinion, and being able to get to your, level 5, then be able to get into Examon pretty quickly is really solid. I don't know. Just there's a lot of potential. Europe side, 4 euros, 5 euros. Nobody's touching this. We have Zberman here. Zberman is looking... Excuse me. You skipped up. $8.70 and climbing. If you guys want to build fish deck, you need to get on this soon, because I feel like this is going to be like a $12, $14 card soon enough. Because people are buying it at a consistent rate. Almost on buyout, too. Crazy. Europe side, 6 euros, 7 euros. To 8 euros pretty quickly. Yeah. Anubismon alternate art, Animal Coliseum, $10.94 for the alternate art. Well, this is kind of just what happens when we know a deck that's already hit is going to die right after like 2 sets, and then it just disappears. It's understandable. Anubismon is Anubismon. We're going to see it come down. I have no objections here. I don't see any problem. So 10, yeah. 14s, 17s, 20s, yeah. Arata Sonata, Box Topper, Battle Omni. Going up, boys and girls. We are touching 15s, 16s, 17s. Yeah, the Zberman stuff definitely can get this deck hyped. Europe side looking like €5, 15s, 24s. Yeah, going up as well. The Zberman is just hype as is. If you guys have it, flip it. If you have no interest in playing the Zberman, this is your chance to make some good money. Jmon GX alternate art cross encounters starting to go up. Several of the reasons for this is that we do have Magnamon X antibody that can play this. This thing gains all its, when digivolving effects, which is kind of nasty in generalization. And it's just a splashable Royal Knight in any way, shape, or form for future decks. Just keep this in mind. There's a lot of potential. I'm just saying. But we're looking like 39, 38, 43s. Yeah, Jmon GX going up, boys and girls. It's not just because the unrestriction of Jessmon's Savior Hawk. This is just in generalization. Just so many good Royal Knight decks are now coming into the fray that this card is just, people are getting ahead of the curve at this point. €20, 35 euros, 40 euros. Yeah. Lucemon Great Legend starting to cool off a little bit here from that hype of $30 was the last purchase. But yeah, finally starting to get the listings back and being realistic. Your side looking at 12s, 16s. I know this is the Great Legends version. I know the reprint had like a massive buyout. Lady Devi alternate art dimensional phase. No surprise here. This thing's just going to continue going up. So I think this one is not a flip now. Just keep waiting, because once Mastamon Ace gets revealed, I expect this thing to go even further beyond. So, we're close to 40s right now. I think you can easily make $50 off this card. So, if not more. Europe side looking like 14s, 15s, 20 euros. Crazy. The Zberman tokens. $100 a pop. Bought out completely. Nobody's paying that. Nobody will. I'm just saying. Your side, 3 euros, 4 euros, 6 euros. Yeah, see, reasonable price. Us. Unrealistic value. Okay, we got War Growlmon. This, because I saw Zberman Ace, I've had to look for the most next ridiculous, not Ace, the token, seeing it at $100. I had to find the most next ridiculously priced on the TCG market, and we found the ringleader right now, 100,000. Does anybody have that much spare change in their pocket? Because if you have this much sitting there, GG's, go for it. Go collect, go invest in the stock or something else, because this is not where you invested into. Oof, 100,000. Guys, this is ridiculous. Europe side, at least reasonable. 14, 16, 18, 25. Yeah. Jmon Tamer card set 1 release special booster 28s and starting to climb up a little bit. Jmon with Beelzemon having the rush potential with its new on-play rusher, that has some potential with the stuff from EX-06. So definitely seeing Jmon being Jmon here. 28s, and I expect this to go up. Europe side 17s, 21s, 60s. Yay! Lord Nightmon, the Lucemon hype was going to just come for this. The moment Lucemon actually has a competitive, you may return 1 Lucemon in its name from your trash to your hand. Or, in Royal Knight's term as well. And then when one of your opponent's Digimon attacks, gain 1 memory for each Digimon with Royal Knights in his traits. It's a good card. Don't get me wrong. Europe side looking like 10 euros, 9 euros. Yeah, that's a little more reasonable. Tai Kapia, Event Pack 5. So I know we're going to see some flooding over next weekend. So I'm going to take a very extensive look next Sunday on what of the event packs are going to be. So we're going to see those start flooding in crazy. So $30, no surprise here. I expect these to either be fluctuating really quickly. But Europe side looking like 3 euros, 4 euros. Yeah, hopefully we get to those prices. Gabumon Alternate, though, from Double Diamond BT06, going up. The ace affected this pretty quickly. I'm not surprised here. This thing was selling me 8s and stuff like that, and then boom, 15s easy money to 20s. Holy cow, TCG Aichi, 23 copies at 20 bucks. We've been finding the person buying them out. Just kidding. But Gabumon Alternate Art here. I'm not surprised for the Gabumon deck. The ace is really solid. Being able to, have multi unsuspending, and this new ace is actually pretty scary in all honesty. On the Europe side, looking like 6 euros, 7 euros, 8 euros. Viximon Alternate Art Digital Hazard Tsukuyamon Maid Mode Ace is definitely affecting this, 24 and going up. Not surprised there. Europe side looking like 10 euros, 12 euros. Good to see you guys are a little bit cheaper. Then Analog Youth Classic Collection going up. That's the problem when a card is actually needed for so many decks. And so many decks play multiple copies. That is crazy to me. So, it's just what it is. I have no objections here. Europe side looking like 4 euros, 4 euros 20 cents, 4 euros 44 cents. Yeah, Analog Youth just played in so many decks, and that's what affects these kind of markets for sure. So, all in all, hopefully guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace!